number 7, Youth Leader Kulsoom Razak. Contestant number 7, Youth Leader Kulsoom Razak. Title of the speech is Be a Thermostat, Not a Thermometer. Be a thermostat, not a thermometer. Youth Leader Kulsoom.
Am I audible? Ready, set, go! Run, Kulsoom, run! They're already ahead of me and lag behind. Why should I run? Respected Toastmasters, fellow youth leaders, contest chair, ladies and gentlemen. This was Kulsoom a few years back, giving up on every first hurdle. No, I cannot do this. This is not my cup of tea. I'm too tired. I'll do it later. I'm too small. Were some of my default responses whenever I was given something new or something challenging. Now, don't get me completely wrong, alright? I was not entirely useless. I always used to come first in my class, was obedient and helpful. I was perfect in almost everything that was inside my comfort zone. But as soon as you used to give me something new, something challenging, I used to revert back to my default response of no, I cannot do this. The very thought of what will people say if I fail. People will laugh at me. People will criticize me. Used to prevent me from taking up anything new or challenging. But an incident changed this for the better. Let me share it with you all. A few years back, my grandfather came to visit us from India. My mom had kept a huge party in which she made many delicacies. But my favorite was the jumbo-sized chocolate cake. The party ended late at night, and as there was no empty place in our fridge, my mom had kept the chocolate cake on the dining table for the night. Now this was enough temptation for me to go and eat the cake once again in the morning. So the next morning, I woke up earlier than usual while everyone else was still asleep. As I was coming down from my bedroom, licking my lips, my taste buds discovered a huge shock. I noticed that the cake was not only covered by hundreds, but millions of ants. I saw that the ants were not really eating the chocolate cake, but were rather taking pieces of chocolate cake larger than their own size, traveling across a straight line, going up a steep wall, and then putting it inside a small hole. I tried to disturb their path, but they formed it again. I tried to put an obstacle in between, but they went over it, all around it. By this, I had learned my very first lesson. That every obstacle that comes in your way opens up many different options for us to work around it. Now because of this, I had become a huge fan of the ants, and I decided to help them. So I brought a chair, and I was trying to climb up the steep wall to put the piece of chocolate cake inside the hole to help them. But the chair turned out to be a villain. It tripped and tossed me to the ground. I got hurt so badly that I started crying. Hearing the loud noise, my whole family woke up. They took me to the hospital, and we discovered that I had sprained my ankle. The doctor advised me 2 weeks of rest. Now as my friends and neighbors came to visit me, I told them about my story, and hearing my story, they saying, Kulsoom, beta, don't worry about these people who are making fun of you or are criticizing you. They are simply just like thermometers. A thermometer does nothing than take your temperature and then criticize once the direction is chosen. Thermometers, beta, are always the first people to notice whenever something is wrong, but they cannot do anything to fix it. Thermometers are the great armchair couch potatoes of the world who are good at only making fun of you and criticizing you. Ignore them, beta, and be like a thermostat instead.
Confused, I asked him, Dada, what does a thermostat do?
He explained me, saying, beta, a thermostat first takes the temperature of the room and then places in a plan to adapt to that temperature. Whether it is scorching hot or chilling cold outside, the thermostat keeps the temperature of your room in control always. Whether it's a small house or a big office complex, a thermostat does not complain. It just simply does its work to make the world a better place to live and to work in. So I urge you, beta, to ignore these thermometers and become like a thermostat instead. Will you?
I said yes and went and hugged my grandfather. Now by this time, I had learned all my lessons. Thermostats are like the leaders, visionaries, or the people you rely on whenever you're in a crisis that take you to the next level. Thermostats are able to work past negativity and criticism. Thermostats exhibit self-control and stability. Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King, and many others were the great thermostats of their time who transformed this world into a better place to live and to work in. So today, let's all take a pledge to become the thermostats of tomorrow to transform this world into a better place to live and to work in. To become a thermostat and not a thermometer. Will you?
Yes.
Over to you, Mr. Thermostat.